Amber Heard's focus is pretty clear, and it has nothing to do with Johnny Depp. She is all about Spain, full-time. Well, it's not, I don't think she's focusing on Spain. I think she's focused on just being a mom. In the wake of all the hullabaloo, I'll use it again, after the trial, she is still in Spain and having a grand old time just hanging out with her daughter at a playground. This is the second time now we've seen them out in, they're in Mallorca, right?
Yeah, I have opinions about this. So I think there's kind of a theme to the show today that, you know, everybody said, oh, she's going to go into hide. I don't think Johnny Depp is going to go after her for the $8.3 million. I don't think that was ever his game plan. He's not going to get that money from her because she doesn't have it. And he wanted to prove a point and resurrect his life and career, and he did it. And, you know, she has certainly suffered from what she did as a result, certainly what the jury said.
Right.
And I think that's what Johnny wanted. So I don't think she is financially strapped in the way that she's going to owe all this money.
He doesn't want the money. He doesn't need the money.
And he's not going to go after her.
And he's not going to gain anything publicly in going after her.
And maybe it would backfire a little bit.
Exactly, it might backfire. That
and so she's living her life.
If he goes after her, he's an absolute monster. This trial was so sensational in the United States. I really don't know how she stays in the U.S. So it makes sense she's in Spain. She's laying low. She's with her daughter. Good for her.
Okay, so let me give you a scenario. I think it makes sense that she's in Spain. People don't care about this as much, or if at all. She can live her life. Well, let's say in 3 years, there's some independent movie producer who says, I got an independent movie. Who am I going to get to make a splash and get all, you know, the attention? Amber Heard.
Yeah.
She's going to get a job.
Of course
she is going to come back, whether it comes.
It needs time to blow over, and it's not going to be, like you said, a big budget studio film.
But sometimes these independent movies are what.
That's what opens the door to that.
You know, can I ask you something? Although I guess Quentin Tarantino, John Travolta, Pulp Fiction.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't an independent film, but it was kind of an offbeat film, and it
was
resurrected.
an offbeat film, but it was, I mean, it was Miramax.
I understand, but
it was huge.
I just think she can get something like that. I really think she can get something like that.
If she got a Pulp Fiction, good for her. I don't know if she's going to get that, but
maybe that was a bad example.
Yeah, she'll get something, and then everybody will wait and see how it plays.
Again, you know, this whole thing about she's going to crawl into a hole and never come out. No.
Hi, this is Sophia from Brooklyn, and I agree. Everybody has to get on with their lives. Everybody loves a comeback story. She will get another job. She does have to lay a little bit low right now to just let this blow over. But everybody deserves a second chance, no matter what.
I think it's going to happen.